Hi guys, and welcome back to Yaqar's Corner, where I have been talking about getting a permanent residency or how to go about getting started on that process. And I'm glad that you are back here to join me for the next part of that conversation, basically. And yes, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the comprehensive ranking system, which is basically called CRS tool. So stay tuned and make sure you come back in the next few seconds. If you haven't subscribed on my YouTube channel or you haven't followed my page, please make sure to do so, because at least I know you enjoy the content and we're able to kind of go through this together. See you soon. Okay, welcome back. So let's pretty much dive into everything. So in the last video, I did talk about the fact that the permanent residency to Canada works based on a scoring system. And I just wanted to make sure I kind of dive deeper into that and explain to you guys what I really mean by scoring system, and kind of give you a quick walkthrough on how to get to that particular calculator, which is called the CRS or Comprehensive Ranking System Calculator. And that way you know exactly where you stand. So on the screen you're probably going to be seeing how I get to that stage. So basically you want to go into your browser, go to Google, and you can basically just type in, let's say, Canada CRS Score Calculator. Okay, the very first link on there is what you want to click on. So like I explained to you guys before, well, the system works in a way that it assesses you as a candidate, and then it gives scores based on different things, as you can see on here on the website: skills, education, language ability, work experience, and then there's other factors, of course, that will come into play. So what I'm just going to do is today I'm going to give a quick run through using, say, someone who is 30 years old, single, and then a couple of other factors, and we will just basically play around with a few things, and that way you have an idea of what your score is likely going to be if you were interested in starting this process. Again, I'm just using the most basic stuff just to get started. Okay, let's get right to it. So first thing is your marital status, very important. So let's go with someone who is single. So you just want to say whether you're single or not. How old are you? We're going to go with less than 35, less than 30, so to say. Okay. One thing to bear in mind is that with the way the calculator works, I'm not sure why Canada has chosen to do this like this. It's not like they're discriminating against people who are over 30, but the moment you hit 30, every year after that, you're going to lose 5 points. Can you imagine? Wow. I know, right? That is crazy. And that's why if you are less than 30, you are actually at an advantage, and this is the best time for you to get started on this particular process. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. Let's move forward, okay? Then next thing is you're going to select your degree, bachelor's degree. Obviously, a master's degree holds, I guess probably a PhD, probably has more scores than someone who has just a simple bachelor. But again, we're just doing the basic stuff here, and then we're going to talk about improving your score in the next video. Okay, so have you earned a degree? You just want to put in all of this stuff. If you have a degree, even Canadian degree, the answer is typically no, unless you are someone in Canada who has studied in Canada before, then that would be a yes. But in this instance, we're just assuming that you don't have any Canadian degree, so that would be a no. Official language, I did talk to us before about the fact that you're going to have to write an English exam, IELTS. So again, that's going to be yes. Notes here, it says that results are less than 2 years old. Now the reason is because every time you write an IELTS exam, it's valid for only 2 years. I know it's crazy. You spend $300+ and what, it's going to be valid for only 2 years. That's a bit annoying. So that's why it's good to kind of be on top of stuff, because the moment your result becomes 2 years old, guess what? It's going to expire, and then you're going to have to pay $300 all over again just to write another one. So guys, we don't want to do that. Let's try and strike the iron while it's still very, very hot. Okay, so which language tests did you take? Obviously, I had mentioned IELTS. It's actually the most popular one, and then you can write either TEF or TCF. Personally, I wrote the IELTS, so I'm not very familiar with the other ones. And if you do want to write other types of English exams, please feel free to do that research on your own. Figure out what is going to take for you to ace the exam and get great scores. You're obviously going to put your scores. There's speaking, listening, reading. For the purpose of this illustration, let's assume that you ace it completely. You get like the highest band possible in each of the categories. Okay, do you have another language result? For this, we're going to say no, right? Typically it's going to be French, but let's just say no. We'll talk about that in a different video on how to improve or boost your score. Okay, so make sure you are staying tuned and being alert. So in this case, we're just going to say not applicable. In the last 10 years, how many years of work experience have you had in Canada? In Canada, that's obviously a no, because you're not in Canada at the moment. In the last 10 years, how many years of foreign skilled work experience do you have? Let's go with 1 year. Again, we're doing the basic stuff here just to see where are you likely going to be getting started at. Okay, at what point are you starting? Do you have a certificate of qualification from Canadian province? Obviously, that's a no. Additional points, right? Do you have a valid job offer? That's a no. Probably you don't. Do you have a nomination certificate from a province? Answer is no. We're going to talk about that as well in a separate video. Do you have a spouse or common law partner or a sibling or a brother? If you have a relative, typically what's listed on here that is a permanent resident or a citizen in Canada, that's likely going to give you more scores. But let's say no for the purpose of this illustration, and you hit calculate your score. So as you can see, there's different scores that have been allocated for different things: your age, level of education, your language, and all the beautiful and fun stuff that we can see on here. Altogether, that gives you a starting point of 416 points. I know. That's actually a pretty great score in a lot of circumstances, but in the next video we're going to talk about how to improve your score so that you are somewhere around the top, basically, compared to what Canada is currently drawing for. I guess the highest right now is 500 if I'm not mistaken. So let's see how we can get you closer to that mark in the next video. So yes, I hope you found this very helpful. Again, I will put this link in the description, and just make sure that you click on it and see where you're at. And you know what, let me know. Feel free to put it in the comment section, and let's see how or what we can do to help you improve your own score as you go on this journey. So yeah, that's it for this part of the video, and I hope that you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed showing you guys what to do. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in a bit in the next section of this video. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to follow my page, thumbs ups and comments. Thank you. Bye.